Coach, right here. Mike, how you doing? Yeah, right here.
Thank you. You got my glasses. Mike, hey, could I have the stats too?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, representatives of Michigan. At this time, take an opening statement. Congratulations, Coach, and now on to Los Angeles on the nice win.
Yeah, thank you. We're obviously, that's hard to believe. We've been coaching a long time, and very few times we had a win like that where you're Duncan and Muhammad over there thinking their college career is over, and all of a sudden we come out with a win. So, but we didn't. It would credit Houston. They were tremendous defensively. They kept giving us different looks, and it was really just so blessed to feel that we can come out here with a W and keep our season going.
At this time, we'll take questions for the Michigan student athletes first. Go ahead, on the aisle.
Jordan, could you just try to describe what that felt like? When that shot goes in, I saw your whole team is kind of chasing you. You're just running around the court, and what was that like?
Yeah, after the shot went in, I kind of didn't know it went in. I looked at the bench and saw everybody was celebrating. And I was always thinking that, like, if I hit a shot like that, I didn't want to get tackled. So I was kind of just trying to avoid everybody. But I gave up, and they tackled me, and it was an amazing experience.
On the right side, second row here.
This is also for Jordan. Greg Eklund for AP Broadcast. Can you describe how that play unfolded that led to the basket?
Yeah, we work on that play thousands of times in practice, and we executed it perfectly, especially from the inbound pass, getting it to our senior guard, Muhammad. And Ham could have put the shot up easy, but he had the confidence to find me, and I just knocked the shot down.
Front row, left side here.
Kind of a follow-up to that, you mentioned that you practice that a lot. Are there other options? Muhammad's bringing the ball down. I saw Mo running around, people running around in circles, it seems. A lot of options, or was the plan to get you the ball?
There's definitely a secondary option. If we weren't able to get the ball to Ham, we had another guy coming up, and we are going to try to get it to Mo after that and, put the ball in Mo's hands. But the first option worked, and we were able to make the shot.
Go back to the right side to Greg.
This is for Mo. Coach had said, he thought certain guys had their college careers over. Can you describe the swing of emotions?
Yeah, that's basically all I thought about. I saw Duncan fouled out, the look on his face. I've been there when you're not in the court and you can't really help. And I told him we got you, and somehow we ended up. Yeah, it was enough. So that was the only thing on my mind. Get another game or 2 or 3 or 4 for our seniors.
On the aisle.
I think your last 5 games, you scored a total of 10 points. How did you have that confidence to take that shot?
That's kind of been my motto all year, just having confidence. And I think the guys on the team know that I never lose confidence, and you just got to always be ready for the opportunity and for the moment. And like I said, we practice it, and Coach really stretches it, and he was able to draw up an amazing play for us to come on top of the win.
Follow up.
So you said you were the first option on that play. So did you go in there thinking, I'm going to get this shot?
I definitely was thinking, whoever shoots it, I hope it goes in. That's really all it was. But, in a situation like that, you just kind of got to be ready. And I definitely thought Ham was going to shoot it, but I saw that he kind of got swarmed by defenders, and I tried to find the gate to get open, and I just hit the shot.
Any other questions for our student athletes? Go back to Greg here on the right.
Again, this is for Mo. You saw what happened to Virginia last night. They won the ACC tournament. You guys had the momentum of winning the Big Ten tournament. How does this top what you were able to do in the Big Ten?
Yeah, I was just thinking about how many great moments I've had in the past 3 years here, and this one is definitely up there, chasing Jordan Poole around the court. Who would have thought? So, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. There are a lot of emotions going through my head right now. The way we played, having this outcome, very proud of this team, and very, very happy.
Any final questions before, okay, up front row?
Just one other, this is more for Mo. Mo, was Houston doing something that we couldn't see? It seemed like you and John had guys sealed, had opportunities to get the ball in the post, but the ball didn't find its way there. Was there something going on that we couldn't see, or was it just that there were openings elsewhere?
I think that's just been something both of us got to get better at. Been the topic all year, I think, since they switched ball screens. So that's something we got to work on. But I think we found some solutions down the stretch. Did a great job in the post, and yeah, found a way to score enough points to win.
Okay, final question here for the student athletes.
Jordan, are you one of those guys who watched the tournament a lot growing up, and what can you just put into words what it means like to be that guy who hits the game winner after, I'm sure, probably seeing it?
Yeah, definitely. As a kid, growing up, you used to watch stuff like this all the time, and like this is stuff that you dream about. And you'll see Trey Burke hit a crazy shot like this, and against the Kansas game, and you see game winners all the time. And this is just like what March is for. I mean, I'm kind of speechless right now, but I just want to say by the grace of God, we came out with the win.
Okay, guys, thanks very much. Michigan locker room still open at this time. We're entertain questions for Coach Beilein. On the aisle, right side.
Coach, tell me a little bit about the play. I saw that, I guess you call it Indiana. How much do you work on that play? And
Not thousands of times, like you said, but we do work on it. There's probably periods every 2 or 3 days we do specials, and that's one of them. And there's 3 or 4 different options to it. It's many times it's left us short or done whatever, but it's been good to us on a few occasions.
Right side, Greg.
Coach, you've had a lot of tremendous postseason moments. How does this compare to some of those?
I'm a little speechless right now. I'm just trying to just appreciate the moment of what just happened. You know, you're trying to, when he makes that shot, you know, I am like making sure that the clock went off. I'm trying to manage the team. I can't even look at the celebration of what's going on, and we did not play well tonight. We did not play well at a couple of positions tonight. We had tough games, and credit Houston for that. And so sometimes you feel, well, geez, why did we win? We were fortunate, but you know what? I've been the other end of those type of plays many times, and it flipped, and we got the great fortunate break. I mean, the kid Devin Davis is a really good foul shooter, right? And he misses the 2 to put us in that situation. So I feel bad for Houston because they played so well. At the same time, really happy for Michigan, our university, our program, all the families that play, and mostly the players that they get to continue to play.
In the front.
Yeah, just one quick follow-up. You mentioned you practice that play a lot. How often does it work in practice?
We usually get a shot on the rim, but like I said, we went to the first option again. You got to have a good guy that can throw a baseball pass, and Isaiah Livers actually is a baseball player. He's like one of the few guys on my team that knows how to play baseball, which is really sad, by the way. But he can really throw the ball, and he put it on point. And then there's this action happening that just creates confusion. But our kids aren't confused. They know where everybody's supposed to be, and so we're just fortunate. I put great shooters out there in the event that we couldn't get to the rim, we could win the game. So in 3.4 seconds, I think there's 3.1. You can, if you catch the ball at half court, you can get right to the rim. So that was, but they double teamed him, and that's when he found Jordan.
Staying on the aisle.
Coach, you know, I know his minutes went up later in the year, but the last 5 games he scored a total of 10 points. What does it kind of say about the kid's confidence to take a shot like that and with such confidence?
He does that we had him in the scout team earlier in the year because he was still growing and was not a guy that was in our top 9. And the shot clock would get down, and you know the first team's all excited they're going to get a stop, and he put in a buzzer shot. We scrimmaged last Friday. He hit a half-court shot in the scrimmage at the buzzer, and then he won. They were down 2, and he won the game with a 3-pointer at the buzzer as well. So that's what he does. I mean, he's got He's got a lot of confidence, and he'll tell you about it too. He's not afraid to, speak his mind, and he's a wonderful young man who's growing every day. It's really gonna be fun to watch his growth over his time at Michigan.
Time for,
Yes, you may.
Was there? So he was on the scout team earlier. So was there a chance?
He was on scout team earlier in the year.
Right. So there, early in the year, there was a chance he could redshirt. I mean,
No. He was on scout team, which means in the first November and December and October, he wasn't playing well enough to be with the top 9. So we have our scout team, which is 6 or 7 guys, and then we have the top 9 or top 10. He wasn't in the rotation because he was learning so much about basketball that he wasn't helping us. He was going to help us win games, but he matured, he got better, he grew in his game, and he helped us really win games in January. He came in and was terrific in some games. But he's also had some games, he's like many typical freshmen. They struggle at first to grow, and once they start growing, they get better and better.
one final question at all for Coach? If not, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Michigan locker
Thank
room is
you.
still open.
Wichita's been very good to us, Mike.
Oh, thank you.